if I could pinpoint one thing that is my absolute favorite thing in this entire mod of our conditions, it's the Savage Acro, which is why I've done so many videos on it. But if there's one thing that I think would be really, really cool, is that would be more savage bosses. Now in this video, I'm going to be detailing-ish 4 or 5 choices of other creatures within this mod, and picking out those creatures that I think would do really well as a savage boss of some kind. Now, I'm not going to really detail exactly what the mechanics are, but I will give off my reasons for picking each one, and maybe in the comment section you guys can really detail some of the abilities that each of these savage bosses have. But I will say on a unified front, every single one of the creatures in our conditions is a different flavor of terrifying with its unique taming methods and all that kind of stuff. And I think it would be really, really cool to have more savage bosses as a part of this mod. Now, at time of recording, Garuga is not working on more savage bosses, well, to my knowledge. But let's kind of detail the different options we could have for savage creatures in our conditions. Let's go. Up first, Dinosaurus. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, the only thing I could come up with as far as mechanics are going would be like some kind of tail swing, or also like a carry-off bite with the Giga Bite or something like that. But I picked this creature first and foremost because it's absolutely horrifying in every sense of the word. I mean, giant crocodile. We've all seen Primeval, and movies like that where they show giant crocodiles being able to just like swallow people whole and all that stuff. Except with this thing, you can believe that, oh yeah, it can easily eat somebody. Easily. And besides, we all remember that lovely moment when Syntac first tamed these things, right? It was an absolutely terrifying experience, and it was also very, very funny once you knew it was coming. In fact, let's just go ahead and slash cut to that real quick.
So we gotta approach it from the front, because maybe it can't see. I don't know. There we go. Oh my god! Oh, dude! I did not like that!
Okay, that was absolutely hilarious. You'll love to see it. And I remember my first time taming this thing. It was a terrifying experience. I'll tell you what, Lady Divik was with me. When we went ahead and tried to tame these guys. It was really fun. It was also very, very terrifying in every sense of the word, because the taming mechanic is you're going up to it, you're feeding it, kibble or whatever, and then you gotta like back up slowly or what have you. And that's what makes Arc Edition such a fun mod, because like I said at the top of the video, each creature has a unique taming method. Like the Brachii, you have to shoot it in the ankles, or like the Dinosaurium, you feed it beer and it has to be in the right mood for like the feeding. Which, by the way, that I didn't mention in that actual video. I can't talk today, but that was actually really, really cool and a fun experience. I wish I would have showcased that in the video, but alas. But I don't have anything for mechanics or anything to that effect. I just think that this thing is absolutely terrifying in every sense of the word, and it would do well as a boss type creature. And we can discuss mechanics and whatnot in the comment section below. And that is what I picked this creature, again, due to its size and it being absolutely terrifying. And I think a gargantuan crocodile as a boss creature would be really, really cool. And also, you wouldn't be able to get away from it just by dipping into the water, because Dinosaurus can swim very, very fast. So that just adds extra danger to this thing, and I think that is why Dinosaurus would be perfect as a savage creature. The deep oceans would not be safe so long as Mr. Zafactinus is down below. Now, I don't really recall how the taming method, because I don't remember if I even tamed this thing myself or not. But Zafactinus, with its ability to go on land, as well as be able to, pick up creatures and whatnot, makes it ideal for an underwater boss, because there's only Modere in the base game, right? There's only one boss underwater, and it's locked behind Genesis Part 1. Now, a Savage Zafactinus would be really, really cool. I mean, it's a giant fish that would probably be the size of the Megalodon, I would imagine, if at all. But, you know, more underwater boss creatures is something that I've heard along the grapevine. And some people would want something like this. I myself am one of those people. You know, it being able to bleed your creatures down and, you know, stuff like that is cool, and I think it would do well as a boss creature. And the fact that it can go on land as well makes it even worse. And it's much like the Dinosaurus, where I'll just dip into the water. Oh no, wait, it can chase me. Same thing here. Oh, I can just get on land because it's a fish. Oh no, it can chase me on land. See, that's one thing that I think would be really, really cool, and add even an extra layer of terror to either the Dinosaurus or even the Zafactinus. Now, I don't have any ideas for mechanics, but maybe the Savage variant can go on land for much longer, because I think the regular one is like 20 seconds, 18 seconds, something like that. I don't know, someone can probably tell me in the comment section below. But, yeah, no, Zafactinus is absolutely terrifying, just in looks alone, and I think a boss variant of itself would be really, really cool. And, you know, let's talk mechanics in the comment section below. Concavenator is another creature that I think would do very, very well, and I think it would also be very, very terrifying in every sense of the word, because the swamps are unsafe, lakes are unsafe, the deep ocean is unsafe, even the regular ground is unsafe. Now the dunes are also unsafe, because this thing can probably, you know, suck you into the dirt and do all that kind of stuff. Now, I don't recall the taming of this thing. I remember I remember accidentally killing a couple of these guys before finally getting my 2, and, you know, going from there. But Concavenator is one of those creatures that you would have to really, really be careful, because you don't want to balloon these creatures too much. Otherwise, it would start to look silly. You know, because, you know what, Savage Acro is just a much bigger regular Acro, just with a whole bunch of stuff on there. And if you were to take that same design aspect into this thing, I would imagine it being the size of a Carno, as far as like its Savage variant. Now, I don't know how much bigger the Carno is in comparison to this guy, but I think it could be really, really cool. Now, again, like with the others, we can discuss mechanics in the comment section below, but I think this thing could be really, really cool and really, really fun. And who knows, maybe you need Deinonychus or something in order to face this thing. Who knows? That could be interesting. And let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I mean, I could not pick this creature. You guys tell me why the Dinosaurium would not be perfect as a Savage boss. I mean, come on. This thing is retrofitted specifically for sieges. You know, for PvP type scenarios, right? So of course it would be really, really cool to fight a boss variant of it. And man, oh man, this thing is already really cool. I remember taming this thing, and you'll end up using actually all of my beer trying to tame the pair that I did actually tame. And man, oh man, I thought I messed it up a couple times, but thankfully I knew exactly what I was doing, and it went well. But as far as Dinosaurium is concerned, it is the biggest elephant type creature in the game. And man, oh man, you could really, really have a lot of fun, especially with its lateral movements and things of that nature. This thing would do well as a boss. I think it would be absolutely perfect. And you could really, really have fun with it, especially with the more war-torn design that the Savage Acro has. You could really have a lot of fun with it. Maybe, you know, there's some kind of battle damage all over, much like what you could do with the others. But Dinosaurium is one of those creatures that you wouldn't really have to worry too much about its size, unlike the Concavenator, because the regular one is already massive, and basically making what's essentially an alpha version of it wouldn't be too bad, and you wouldn't have to balloon it too terribly much in order to make it, you know, make sense. But, you know, again, we can discuss mechanics. Maybe the Stomp does like a stun. I don't know. It could be really, really cool. But we can have a discussion about it in the comment section below in regards to the Savage Dinosaurium. I mean, come on, I couldn't not put the Brachiosaurus in this video. This is the last one for the list, and there's no herbivorous bosses, like at all, of any kind, and there's not even herbivorous alphas. So you can definitely fill that void with not only the Dinosaurium, but this creature as well. And I think it could be really, really cool. And this thing is already massive, so having a creature that's a little bit bigger wouldn't be outside the realm of possibility. I don't think, heck, it could even be the same size. You know, why not? But I know in Ark proper there was meant to be alpha variants of herbivores, but they never added that in. And even just an alpha version of the Brachii or the Dinosaurium or any of these other creatures would be really, really cool. Now, again, as far as mechanics are concerned, I have no idea what you could really do with this thing. I remember not having a great time with taming these creatures at all, but oh my goodness, an alpha version or even a savage version of the Brachii would be absolutely terrifying in every sense of the word. So there it is there. But yeah, that's all I really got for these guys. You know, these are the picks I made. Brachii being the absolute #1. I really want this to happen. But all the others, if they don't happen, meh. If this one doesn't happen, meh. But hey, like I said, it's all up to Garuga, really. And that is the end of this list. Man, Brachii would be so cool. And that is the list, my friends. Hopefully you guys did enjoy. We can talk mechanics in the comment section below. But is this going to happen? Probably not. But was this fun to record and really reminisce on my experience with this mod? Yes, absolutely. But there are a couple of creatures that I didn't end up glossing over. Cryolophosaurus, which I think I mentioned earlier. I don't recall at the time of recording this. But if I didn't, Cryolophosaurus almost made it, but you know, there's already a Manic Armor, and the Ice Titan is an actual boss. So that's not really a void that needs filling. But also Archelon. I chose Zafactinus over Archelon just because a giant turtle. I didn't really see it working all that well, so I ended up not going with it. Now, could Archelon be at least an alpha? Sure, why not? But that's all I really have for this. If y'all did enjoy, do let me know. Let's have a conversation in the comment section below about all of this. You know, which creatures would you pick? Would you pick the creatures I picked? Which ones would you replace? Let me know in the comment section below. And here I am approaching the Archelons just to kind of show them. I still haven't bred these creatures yet because of my negative experience with that. If you want to know, check out a different video for that. But that's all I really got for this. This was a fun little recording project. It was a very fun kind of reminiscing and all that stuff. But let me know in the comment section which ones would you pick. You know, I said that already. But seriously, let's have a conversation about this in the comment section below. I really want to know which creatures would you pick, what kind of mechanics would you add. And you know, hey Garuga, if you're watching, I love your mod. You do really good stuff. You and Up From the Depths are my favorite mod creators of all time. But let me know guys in the comment section below. Let's have a dialogue, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.